Hey, for those of you who are wondering how my cubing journey began and how you can get fast like me, here's how it all started. So, I saw this really cool YouTube video online, and a guy in it solved the Rubik's Cube really fast. And I was like, hey, I want to be able to do that. That's awesome. And so, I asked my mom for a Rubik's Cube, and a few days later, we got one from Walmart, which is totally the best spot to get your Rubik's Cubes. Yeah. No. And, I scrambled it and then tried to solve it, but I couldn't. And so, using a book that we got from the library, I then tried to solve it and still couldn't. In fact, it took me a whole day and a night to just solve it one time because I didn't understand the last layer. But I finally got it.
Yay!
And then, after a few weeks, I was able to read cubing notation perfectly, and I was able to solve pretty much up to the last layer. And after another few weeks, I had the whole thing memorized and started to time myself. So how did I get from a whole day to solve it to under 25 seconds? Well, there's a few answers to that, and we'll start with the one that helped me the most. Practice. Practice, practice, practice. I practiced for a long time every day, and I learned a new method called beginner CFOP, and that helped a lot as well. You can't be super fast with the beginner method. You can get in under a minute, and if you get really good, you can get in under 40 seconds sometimes. That is it. If you want to go any faster, you need CFOP, at least beginner CFOP, and that's what I learned. Another thing is I got a speed cube instead of using my Rubik's brand because the Rubik's brand is only good for beginners. Now, did it take a long time to practice? Yes. Was learning the algorithms difficult? Yes. And was buying a speed cube minorly expensive? Yes. But was it all worth it? Yes. But within a few hours of having my speed cube, it broke. I guess I was turning it too hard or something, and since it was a YJ, those things are made out of cheap plastic and were not made for rough turning, and so it snapped. The anti-pop thing on the edge piece snapped, and then the edge kept on popping out. But Speedcube Shop was really nice, and they gave me a full refund, and I was able to buy another cube and a 2x2 and lubricant off their website, so that was awesome. Thank you, Speedcube Shop, again. And after that, I just practiced a lot. And by a lot, I mean a lot. This was around the time when I started to learn CFOP. And it took me forever. At one point, when I was almost done learning the last layer of beginner CFOP, I forgot how to solve the cube with the beginner's method, and so there was this scary week where I could not solve the cube at all without my algorithm sheet, and that was not fun. But I finally learned it, and my times dropped dramatically. Give this video a like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, blah 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 blah, and tell me in the comments if you want a part 2. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go. So subscribe. Did I mention that you should subscribe? By the way, you should probably subscribe, and maybe subscribe, and consider subscribing after that, and then maybe subscribe, and like the video.